Hi, I'm Kimberly Allison from Starliner Music. Welcome to my channel. Today in fingerboard geometry, we'll be covering minor triads on strings 4, 5, and 6. First, we'll look at some fingerings, and then we'll do some exercises. Here we go. I hope you enjoy it. Alright, let's look at some fingerings for minor triads on strings 4, 5, and 6. We're going to start with fingerings for A minor first. We'll start with the root position. That means the root is the lowest note on the 6th string. So this is an A minor triad. We have root, minor third, 5th. So here's the chord. So that's A minor. And then we have first inversion A minor, and that means the minor third is the lowest note. So here's our minor third C, and then here's the 5th, and here's the root. So that's A minor in first inversion. And then finally we have the 5th in the bottom. That's second inversion. So we had the 5th E, the root A, minor third C, and here's our voicing. So those were all A minor triads. Now let's get a look at D minor. Alright, for D minor, we're going to start at the 5th fret, and our 5th will be in the bottom, so this is a second inversion D minor triad. So it looks like this, 5, 1, and flat 3, otherwise known as A, D, and F. So that is D minor in second inversion. Now we'll go on to root position D minor, and our root is at the 10th fret. So this is 1 minor third and the 5th. Root position. And then we'll have first inversion, and the minor third is in the bottom, that's F. So that's up here at the 13th fret. So that's minor third, 5th, and root. Now on to E minor. We're going to start with first inversion E minor at the 3rd fret. So this is my minor third, G, 5th is B, and then E is the root, so that's first inversion E minor. Then we're going to go to second inversion E minor at the 7th fret. So we have 5, 1, and flat 3. And then we have root position E minor up here at the 12th fret, 1 minor third and 5. Now let's look at 1, 4, and 5 groupings for these chords. As many of you may already know, it's very common to see progressions that are based on the 1, 4, and 5 of the key. So in the key of A minor, the primary chord, or the chord built off the 1st degree of the scale, is A minor. The chord built off the 4th of the scale is D minor, and the chord built off the 5th is E minor. So A minor, D minor, E minor, those chords are the 1, 4, and 5 in the key of A minor. So let's see how those group together in little clusters. We'll start with A minor in root position here at the 5th fret. So here's A minor. And then we could do our 4 chord D minor in second inversion, and our 5 chord E minor in first inversion. 1, 4, 5. Now we're on to A minor in first inversion. There's our 1 chord. 4 chord D minor is in root position. 5 chord E minor is in second inversion. 1, 4, and 5. And finally we have our 1 chord in second inversion. A minor, 1. D minor is in first inversion. So up here at the 13th fret. And then E minor is in root position. So we have 1, 4, and 5. Let's try another key. Okay, now let's try the key of C minor. Our chords in this key are C minor, that's the 1, F minor, that's the 4, and G minor, that's the 5. Starting with C minor at the 3rd fret, and we're going to use second inversion here. So the chord looks like this. Second inversion C minor. Our 4 chord is F minor in first inversion, and our 5 chord is G minor in root position. 1, 4, 5. And now we're on to root position C at the 8th fret. So root position 1, and then we have second inversion F minor, that's the 4, and then we have first inversion G minor, that's the 5. So 1, 4, 5. And now for first inversion C minor, that's the 1 chord. And then we have root position 4 chord F minor. And then we have second inversion 5 chord G minor. So here we go with the 1 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord. Now let's get a look at the exercises. So for our exercises, we'll be playing triad inversions, minor triad inversions through the circle of fifths. So if you're not sure what the circle of fifths is, please check out my video on the circle of fifths, but it will be given on screen here. So we're going to start at the top of the circle of fifths on the root C, and we'll play 3 C minor triads, the 3 inversions going up the neck. Now I'm just starting as close to the nut as I can here for the C minor. I'm starting with the 5th in the bottom, that's second inversion, C minor. So there's C minor and second inversion. Then I'm going to go to root position, and then I'm going to go to first inversion. And then I'll continue around the circle to play the 3 inversions of each minor triad. So the next root in the circle of fifths is G. So I go to G. I'm going to start down here again, and I'm going to play root position G. So there's G minor root position, and then first inversion G minor, and then second inversion G minor. And then I'll continue around the circle to D minor, A minor, etc. Let's get a look. Alright, for the second exercise, we'll be doing 1, 4, and 5 chord groupings through the circle of fifths. So we'll start at the top of the circle again with the key of C minor, and we'll play those 3 areas of 1, 4, and 5 going up the neck. I've already demonstrated this, but let's just go through it one more time. Here's C minor. 1 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord. So that's C minor, F minor, and G minor. Again, here it is, starting on the root position, C minor root, F minor second inversion, G minor first inversion. And finally, then we'll go up the neck one more time to C minor in first inversion, F minor in root position, and G minor in second inversion. Then I'm going to go back down the neck and start the process over for the next key in the circle of fifths, which is G minor. Now, I guess you could start down here, but I'm going to give us a little room to move and start on first inversion G minor right here. So first inversion G minor, and then we go to root position C minor. That's our 4. And then our 5 chord is D minor, so we're going to use second inversion there. Then I go up the neck to the next G minor chord, which is second inversion. Then C minor is in first inversion. That's my 4 chord, and my 5 chord is D minor, root position. And then finally, my next G minor chord is all the way up here at the 15th fret. So this is root position. And then my 4 chord is in second inversion, C minor. And then my 5 chord is in first inversion, D minor. And then you continue through the circle of fifths. You go on to the key of D minor, A minor, E minor, etc. Let's get a look. That's it for minor triads on strings 4, 5, and 6. I'm Kimberly Allison from Starliner Music, and I hope to see you back on my channel soon.